Hey, like, comment, subscribe. I'm Mr. COPABULL. Alright guys, oh, they're still stuck there, look, since yesterday. That's crazy. Hold on, they've been stuck there since yesterday. They've been trying to fix the axles, waiting home. Alright, so let me explain what's going on, guys. Right now we have to go to the doctor's office for my son's 2-month shot, so yay, right? But Mazikeen is also in heat, and so we have a vet appointment today. So we got Little Mister's appointment, right? We got the vet appointment for Mazikeen. We got her in the back. We also have Miss COPABULL's doctor's appointment, right? Because normally her doctor's appointments is they're different doctors, but they're normally right around the same time that they're going to the doctor, on top of doing dogs. So I called the vet because we got semen that's going to be getting shipped into us, guys. So I called them to try to make sure that we can have everything on time, because it takes about an hour to read these tests, depending on how many they have, things like that. And normally we would administer the test ourselves, but when we got some coming in, right? They want everything to be done, you know, what they would call by the books. They want a vet to do it, you know. But if you're doing it yourself and you do enough of them, you kind of know what you're doing. But we're gonna do everything through the vet. We're crunching time, guys. Little Mister's appointment's at 10:45. Mazikeen's is at 11:45, and then the wife's is at 2 o'clock. And we live an hour away. So we live 30 minutes away from Little Mister's appointment. And then it's roughly around 30 to 45 minutes away from the other appointment, in the other direction, just to go, I'm telling you, just to go 45 minutes in the other direction, which I know this probably doesn't seem like a lot to you guys, but I'm riding on the highway. This is like, I'm talking about highway time, not like in-city time. So, yeah, with 3 kids and a dog. You know what I'm saying? So I'm showing you guys, this is how it is. You guys want to breed, you got to be on time limit. So to me, I would breed today, is what I would breed. You know, so I'm planning on going in there and wasting this money for them to tell me that I need to breed today. I mean, that's literally how I feel right now. But that's normally how it goes. When you're partnering with anybody, or you're using somebody else's stud, they may require certain things before they ship out the semen. Makes you a better business owner too, you know, versus the kennels that just take your money. They don't care about your females' levels. They don't care about anything. They just take your money. So it kind of puts you on your P's and your Q's. Make sure that you're doing everything right the way you should be doing it and running your kennel. So I don't mind to step out and go to the vet at times, but here we are. We're on the road. We got Little Mister. Miss COPABULL's making me the bad guy, which I'm already the bad guy with my son. So I'll be holding him while he gets his shots. Oh gosh. So yeah, so I'll be holding him while he gets his shots, and be even more the bad guy. Yeah, Shoot, I could be the bad guy with the puppies, but my son, you make me the bad guy with my son. So I wanted to come on here and I wanted to come on here, guys, and at least let you know what we got going on as far as the dogs, Little Mister, Miss COPABULL, on top of still trying to bring you guys content. Tell me that we ain't the best in the world. We showing y'all transportation part of the business. If you guys want to jump in that, we show you guys how to do that. I teach a class. I take 10 students. I take 10 students a month, guys. Only 10, because I don't want to overwhelm myself. And I am your personal coach through the whole thing on how to transport. I give you a website where you can pick up bids on transport. I give you 3 months for free. So you guys tap into that. It costs, but you know, I'm showing you how to make anywhere between $3,000 to $10,000 just on the weekend, guys. Only on the weekend. Remember, my motto is always gonna be, you know, I'm a New Yorker, so I go get it. But I'm also trying to focus on my family. You know, so I'm gonna show you like the lazy man's way, but it works type of stuff. Yeah, catching it? Yeah, catching it? You know, so to the next scene. All right, so I'm actually jumping back on here to let you guys know, don't be afraid to drive. If you have to drive 2-3 hours, 4 hours, don't be afraid to drive. Because people are going to be like, well, why don't you do it in your local area? So our local area, they're mostly livestock. They do like cows, horses, pigs, things like that. And then all of these other smaller cities and counties around us, they have to send off for testing. So that means we don't get the results the same day. Our vet that we use is a hospital. It's an animal hospital where we used to live. And they do everything. As a matter of fact, like even when we do the x-ray, right, because we don't do ultrasound, when we do the x-ray, they give us an access code to look at the actual x-rays. I showed you guys that. Like as if I'm the doctor digitally. I can literally look at my girl's x-rays and do my own math on how many puppies I may see, you know, and I like that. And so that's where we're driving to. We're gonna drive it regardless because of the service that they offer. So unless you're willing to change what's going on in your area, you're just gonna have to drive. All right, guys. And so that's exactly why me and the wife is basically like, you know what? For reproduction or just I want to say American bullies, but I'm just gonna say reproductive doctors are far in between for dogs. Especially in Kentucky. And so hopefully we don't get to Alabama and be like, we ain't never going back to Kentucky. We're going to take our license and go to a different state. You know, but we do plan on, I know there's problems in other states as well. But that's what I'm headed to Lexington. Shoot, yeah, this is it. This is the exit. So, yeah, because it's a minute before I can turn around. You know, so no matter where I go, I'm going to benefit the people. It's just, if you're not willing to put the money, the time, and the effort into it, then you can't be afraid to go drive, guys. Can't be afraid. You know, some of these studs, we drove like 12 hours to some of these studs, y'all. You can't be afraid. You gotta put the rubber to the road. You understand? Put the rubber to the road and go get what you want. One of these vets took my information, and as I started to talk to her after she done took all my information, did all this whatnot, she's gonna tell me that unfortunately they don't have any openings today. Now, as a reproductive vet or any type of vet and they're asking for testing, you should definitely let them know if you have spots available for testing today. You know, don't just take someone's information. For one, it was a waste of your time and my time. You know, when you're a vet, you know, or you're a breeder, time matters. And so as a vet, I'm not wasting my time or your time taking information that we can't even offer you the service. You know, like, that's why I don't use my local vet. My local vet that I have, that I told you we found, guys, we don't use them for progesterone testing is because guess what? They send it off to go get tested. So what does that mean for me? That means that I have to wait. And in this breeding game, you don't have time to wait. You know, and that's some things that, you know, if you're not asking these questions, not telling you these answers. You know, like, they're not asking, you know, the heat cycle. They're not asking you how many days is she, or how many days approximate do you think she is. You know, she's on day 10. So by the time they would have called me back would have been yesterday. Well, will be tomorrow. They're gonna call me back tomorrow. Now, theoretically, if I blow this, right, I'm out. I need to know today. She's at day 10. So that means I need to know today. Not the vet calls me tomorrow. I schedule an appointment for the following day. Now that's 2 days later. And then I get the appointment. I go 2 days later for the appointment. Now they got to send off for the results. They send off for the results. Now I'm at 3 days later, possibly 4 days later. And just to tell me that I've missed her heat. You see what I'm saying, guys? So if you got to do your due diligence, these vets don't know. They don't know what situation you're in. They don't know nothing, and they damn sure not going to ask the question. Let me tell you why they not going to ask you the questions. Because the animal industry is so booming, and there's so many people that don't know what they doing. They not about to ask these questions. They going to take your money, and you're going to have learned from your mistake. Just like that. So, don't be afraid to drive, guys. Drive. So we actually in crunch time, guys, because it's 11:20. They haven't came in. They took his weight and stuff like that, but they have not given him his shots yet. And I'm literally, my appointment is at 11:45, and I'm literally 30 minutes away. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I know I'm not gonna make it, but I've already called them and let them know I'm a good customer, so they're gonna work with me. But I don't want to be an inconsiderate customer and have everybody else wait or push other people behind because I'm a good customer and I'm a paying customer. That's wrong. You know, a lot of people try to do that, but that's wrong to do people like that. We need to wait our turn just like everybody else. But I'm on a crunch, right? I gotta get this, and I gotta call the guy and let him know before 2 o'clock, you know, so they can ship it out same day. So y'all stay tuned. All right, guys. So they gave our son the 3 shots. So I'm running 15 minutes behind. They get ready to go to lunch. They go to lunch around like 12 to 1. So hopefully they're gonna let us do it. You know what I'm saying? At this case, if they let us do it, I'm not taking from anybody because they're on lunch. So it's nobody has an appointment at that time. She tried to set me the appointment right before lunch. Did not know it was gonna take this long. Like, in a quarter mile, turn left. They could have did it. 1958 North Bypass Road. They could have did it quicker. I mean, it was literally 2 shots in that stuff they put in your mouth. I wanted to know what it tastes like, so I asked the lady to squirt some more on my fingers so I could taste it to see what they put in my son's mouth. So, to the next scene. Yes, sir. They fucking with me. They told me yes on their lunch break. So yeah, I'm floating. Yeah, but they said yes, sir. I already know they're gonna tell me to go ahead and get it together. Send that semen on out. But I'm gonna put it up on the table here. All right, yeah. So look, they just took her back, and so I should have the results. I want to say in the next hour. The results are pretty fast. I should have the results in the next hour. Let's see, what time is it today? It's 12:51. So I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it because I gotta tell the guy before 2 o'clock in order for it to get shipped out in enough time to be here tomorrow. Because if I don't, then I'm running into different territory versus AI. Now I'm looking at a surgical. If I miss her window, then I have to do a surgical. So I'm trying to get it before I miss that window. But we got all these dogs, guys, and one's going in the heat, then the next one's going in the heat, and then I'm trying to keep up with content with you guys. And than keep up with my 5 little ones. I mean, we gonna get this together, guys, right? And we gonna keep that fire content coming. Back at the back at the back. You hear me? All right, yeah. So we just got done. We're actually headed to the wife's doctor's appointment, and it's actually looking like we'll probably wind up doing a surgical versus just your normal AI. I just know I'm gonna miss the window, especially because it's gonna take about an hour to get that test back, an hour to 2 hours, depending on how many tests that they have. I'm not gonna ask them to skip the line like that. I don't think that's fair. Even though, you know, I'm just gonna pay the money. So this progesterone test ran me around 80 bucks. So I guess you should look to spend about 80 bucks to 100 bucks. But if you run the test yourself, it'll cost you about $5. But, you know, they also didn't charge me an office visit either. So, you know, once you establish a relationship with your vet, there's some things that they charge you for and some things that they don't charge you for. And then a normal AI is like 100 bucks or something like that. And then when you go to like a TCI, for the surgical, I think, don't get me wrong, but they quoted me $410. So normally just look around $400 to $500 for that. That's just if you miss the natural window. They kind of make a little short incision, and then they fertilize the eggs that way. But then I think they also have that camera now where they stick the camera in the normal way you would do the AI, and then they deposit it in there that way as well before they do the slit. So y'all stay tuned. I wish people would just, I know y'all want to do things the right way, and sometimes you need to listen to the breeder because they know they shit. So like I said, I knew the vet was going to tell me that today is the day to breed her. I knew it. And guess what? If I ship the semen in, it's going to be too late. Should have been done yesterday or today. And that's what I told him. Hopefully I bleeped that out. But I'm just so there's one or two ways, if guys, to make this happen. I literally got to hit the road right now, or I say screw it and miss the heat. And guess what? It's kind of hard to say that because this is a business for me. This is what I do. You know, this isn't a hobby. You know, so I'm about to make some phone calls and see what we need to do to make this shake, guys. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all see either way how to go either way, guys. You guys, she's at a 28 right now. So should have been done yesterday. For me, like that's why I was like, I know they're gonna tell me to go ahead and breed her. I'm gonna make some phone calls, y'all. I'm upset. I'm upset about this because this is her retirement litter. You know, shit. And I was keeping everything. Well, mostly everything. I mean, I say that for the wife. I was keeping most from this litter because the next generation was gonna be that much better, y'all. I'm out. Alright guys, it's like 12:30 and look, and the snow has decided it wanted to come back. Alright, it's supposed to come back with vengeance. Look at this. Look over here. It's all melted. Look. It's wet snow. It's wet, mushy snow. And that is what we're getting ready to look. Look, it's in my hair. Wet, mushy snow. That is what we're getting ready to hit the road with. So slow and steady. The kids are gonna come. They canceled school, so we're gonna get Mazikeen. We're gonna get her bred. This is kind of what you got to do, guys. I can operate a lot faster than those boxes come. A lot happened. She's at a 28, which I knew it was today that she needed to breed. It was either yesterday or today. So now we're gonna jump on the road, and we got a 7-hour drive to get there to get Mazikeen bred. So that's what we're gonna do, guys. So yeah, stay on. We got the kids with us.
Peppa trying to throw snowball at me.
Yep. So we out to the next scene, yeah.
Hey, check it out. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget, I'm Mr. COPABULL.
COPABULL, boy, COPABULL. What a red demon with an old English. With a bad chick, speak old English. Dopamine, I mean Doberman. Paperwork, you need the giant hand. Trustworthy to a blind man. Unstoppable, come COPABULL. Do the I done it dance. I just can't do the running man, but I can run with my Doberman. I can run with no hands. I can run with one hand. Low price be the best price, but quality keep it looking right. And you know that it's looking nice. North side to the east side, south side to the west side. COPABULL on any side. COPABULL up in any state. Yeah, COPABULL pull up at your place. Metathor, couple Labrador. If you love it, bulls, this is what it's for. Unstoppable, come a COPABULL.